Hello, good
Hello,
morning.
hello everybody. It's Monday, August 21st. Is that
Yes.
right? Yeah. And we're at a hotel in Cascade Locks, Oregon. So we have hit the Oregon Washington border yesterday. It was really great to get into town and get some real food. Um, and at this point, we have to let our followers and friends and family know that Shelley and I reached a decision to end the hike, and we did it for a variety of reasons. Um, Primarily, the calorie deficit after 5 months has kind of caught up with us. It's hard to get the energy to do 15 plus miles a day, and recover adequately to sustain that. So that's one reason. Another a big reason is Shelley's feet are becoming problems. She's got plantar fasciitis in one foot, and
Well, I'm not really sure what it is. I think it might be
might be
plantar,
that.
but
And
they're not getting better.
and the other is she may have a stress fracture in the other, and that we think is getting worse. So it's important just to get off her feet and let them heal up. And we might need to go get an X-ray or something if they don't heal up right away. So that's one reason. Another reason is Washington is now getting a bunch of forest fires that have closed portions of the PCT. We've heard that maybe about 100 miles of Washington may be closed on the trail. And there are reroutes, and that's extremely challenging for hikers to do. So a lot of things are kind of converging to force this to bring this to an end. We calculated our miles that we did on PCT, and we've done almost 1,100 miles of PCT. And when we add in the Oregon Coast Trail, it almost gets us to 1,200 miles total hiking since April, which isn't bad for the AARP
It's
club.
not too bad for two old people.
So we're kind of proud of ourselves, and the young people are pushing on. They are absolutely incredible.
Yeah, at this point they've become like feral machines.
Yeah.
They just push, and they're driven, and they move past you so fast, you're like, what just happened? Because they've got to get going.
We've run into friends that we met on the trail in California, here in Oregon at Timberline. We ran into a bunch of people that we had lost track of. And they're looking thin, but back in California, they were pushing 15, maybe 20 miles a day. And now they're doing 30, 35 miles a day.
Yeah, and they're on fire.
And I just don't know how their bodies do that on
kudos
ramen bombs
to them.
and ramen bombs and mashed potatoes and stuff like that. So they will get there. Fires be damned. They will get to the border. So impressive young people. So we're bringing it to an end, and we've got a ton of people to thank, friends and family.
Yeah, we don't want to leave anyone out, but we just want our friends and family to know how much we appreciate everything that they've done for us, the practical things, the emotional support, the encouragement. It's been just so amazing. And then in addition to that, our YouTube channel and our YouTube followers who've been commenting and faithfully looking for the videos, because that's been very motivating for us to keep going with them. And then all these new friends and trail angels that we've met along the way, they've just been so amazing, and again, so encouraging. And some of the people that we've most recently been hiking with that have helped us get finished with Oregon, because sometimes you just need that support of another person to talk to and hike with. So it's been amazing.
Yeah, it really has. And I don't know what your observations struck you the most on the trail.
Yeah, the biggest thing that I've learned is that there's a big difference between through hiking and backpacking. we're section hiking, and I think I'm more of a section hiker than I am a through hiker. It takes a different kind of stamina and endurance to actually be a through hiker. And I think you do have to sacrifice some things, like your time taking in the environment. Like, you don't have a lot of time to even be taking pictures or looking at things because you just have to fly. And for me, I mean, that isn't really why I wanted to be out here. I wanted to be out here to be in nature and really be soaking all of that in. So yeah, there's a big difference. I think you have to sacrifice some things that way if you're really gonna do all 2,650 miles of the PCT. It's a big difference.
Yeah, and so if you don't get up to speed doing 20 plus, probably 30
Right,
miles
like right away.
a day,
Yeah.
you can't do it, and there are all sorts of factors need to line up for you, like weather and resupply and avoiding fires and all that, and in order to make it. So those that do get to the border, that's an enormous achievement.
Unbelievable. Yeah.
So the thing that I was struck with, not only that these young people can get out here and do 2,600 plus 2,650 in 5 months, or sometimes less than that, on bare bones calories. Like I said, you can't keep enough food in your food bag to replace what you're burning up every day. It's really quite amazing. And the one thing I was struck with is that there seem to be more female hikers out here than young men doing the trail. And I think any hiker that completes it, it's very impressive. But I'm really impressed with the young ladies out here, because I think it's probably a little more challenging for them than it would be for a young man. Just physiological differences. Men have a little bit more muscle, so it should theoretically be a little easier for them. But the young women are burning it up.
They're amazing.
They are amazing, and they're doing the trail. They're finishing, and it's like the young men need to get out here, get a backpack. You're going to meet a really great young lady that is strong and confident, and this is where you're going to find them. So get out here.
Yeah, they're on the trail.
Yeah. So anything else to add here on our observations?
No, we're going to post some additional videos post-hike, just capturing some of our observations and some of the gear adjustments that we've made. But I think that's pretty much it.
Yeah. So our last part of the hike was very interesting. The last 10 miles or so, we did an alternate on the PCT called the Eagle Creek Trail that runs down Eagle Creek, and this creek does all these spectacular waterfalls, and we'll show you some of that in our videos.
Majority of PCT hikers take the Eagle Creek Trail just because it's so scenic.
It's very scenic.
Yeah.
And the trail there is a little sketchy because you're walking along the edge of the gorge with these 100 feet plus down in some places to the river, and the trail is rocky and difficult, and when you have a backpack with a stupid bear can on top,
it's a little bit of a balancing act.
Your center of gravity is off a bit and makes it a little more terrifying. And but we did it, and it was very pretty and gorgeous. And also we did the Bridge of the Gods into Washington. We walked halfway across to the Washington line.
Yeah.
And that was after doing the cliffs, that was a little weirded me out a little bit too, because there's no pedestrian lane on that bridge. You have to face oncoming traffic, and it's a narrow 2-lane bridge, and you fear like you're going to get a car could clip you, which it easily could if drivers aren't paying attention. And then the deck of the bridge is not concrete or asphalt. It's just metal grating. So you see the river going underneath you, and the ferries and cargo ships. So that can really kind of disorient you. And the one comment I saw on Far Out from another hiker said, don't do this high.
Yeah.
Don't do the bridge high, which is really good advice, and it can be a little harrowing even when you're sober. So,
yeah.
In all, it's been a great adventure. We have a lot of people to thank, and we couldn't have done this without our friends and family and all the encouraging followers on YouTube.
Yeah, definitely. So stay tuned for a little bit more from us post-hike, and thanks again for watching. Bye.